Om Shanti. Good morning, Darshan. My voice is clear. So today is 14th of September, 2023. Baba says, sweet children, in order to make the practice of remembrance easy, sometimes remember the Father in the form of the Father, sometimes in the form of the teacher, and sometimes in the form of the Satguru, and actually many other relations with Baba. So what are the three main relations? Father, teacher, and Satguru. And in different forms, we feel different kind of attainment. So that's why to experience that and to make the remembrance easy, because soul needs all kind of different relationships experience. So in order to make the remembrance easy, we experience all relations with Baba. The question is, what must you children now beat the drums about throughout the whole world? What drums you are going to beat about in the whole world? Means making announcement. In the old times, they used to make announcement by beating the drums. So what announcement you should make in the world? Answer. You now have to beat the drums and tell people that the creator of the land of happiness, means creator of heaven, has himself come to teach you Raj Yoga. So we have to tell this. And when can we tell this? If I have that intoxication, I have a strong belief, then only I can tell others. Otherwise, doubt. Don't know what will people think, don't know what they will say. So the creator of land of happiness, means heaven, has himself come to teach you Raj Yoga. He has come with heaven on his palm of his hand for you children. Father bringing something on the palm of his hand means what? It means he is bringing heaven as a gift. As a gift. And when it is as a gift, something is given as a gift or a blessing, then you don't have to make much effort for that. It's not that we earn something. It is being given by Baba. So Baba has brought it. But yes, we have to become capable of that. So for that, then Baba says, therefore, study Raja Yoga. Because you have to become Raja. So to become Raja, to become the king, you have to study Raja Yoga. The Father himself says, children, you have now completed your 84 births. This is the last birth now in Sangam Yuga conference age. And you have to return home with me. So now this is the time to go back home. Therefore, renounce body consciousness and become bodiless soul. That remember that even if I am carrying this body with me, I am doing everything with this body, but I am a bodiless soul. Become bodiless, because finally when we leave, this body is not going to go with me. Imbibe divine virtues and you will go to the divine world. So what we have to do? One, study Raja Yoga to go to heaven. Study Raja Yoga and then renounce body consciousness and become bodiless. And next, imbibe divine virtues and then you will go to the divine world. Here, the song for today's Murli is, who has come to the door of my mind with the sound of ankle bells? Kaun aaya mere man ke baare? This is today's Murli song. Om Shanti. If you can open your videos, would be nice. Then we feel more connected. You, sweetest children, heard the song about whose remembrance has come into your minds. Kaun aaya mere man ke dwara? Who has entered into my mind means who has come into my remembrance. So whom I am remembering? It is the intellects of all of you, that the one Father is the purifier. It is in the intellect. I know that who is the purifier? Only one Father. There are not 2, 3, 4 purifiers, only one. In English, he is called the liberator. He liberates you from sorrow. So mainly liberation is from sorrow. He is the remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness. Dukh harita, sukh karata. This is not the name of any human being or deity. This is the praise of the purified Father. It's not the name. Dukh harita, sukh karta is the quality, is the praise of Father. It's not anyone's name. Because many names are given to God because of his qualities. Mainly all the names except Shiva. Shiva is the original identity. After that, whichever name was given to God is his quality or what he has done in this world. According to that, according to his actions, the names were given, different names were given to the God. God the Father is called the purifier and the bestower of salvation. This cannot be the praise of human beings. Neither Lakshmi and Narayan nor Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar can be called the purifier. The purifier, the highest on high, is only the one Supreme Father. Now this is clear to us. It's only the one Father, the Supreme Soul. His name is elevated and his place of residence is also elevated. Uncha tera naam, uncha tera dham. So it's elevated place of his residence. Elevated is his name. You have the faith that that one is your Baba. The whole world is saying there is that one up there. But no one knows that he is our Father. This relation only we know. Right? Shiva alone is called Baba. Even in Bhakti, in the path of devotion, many people call Shiva as Baba, Shiv Baba. In many bhajans and devotional songs also, you will hear this word, Shiv Baba. Only he is called Baba. You have the faith that that one is your Baba. All of us have this faith now. And that one is my Father, my Baba. Shiva alone is called Baba. Shiva is incorporeal. The images of Shiva and Shankar are distinct from one another. That one means Shiva is the Father, teacher, and Satguru. So what are the three main relations? Father, teacher, and Satguru. Today is Thursday, the day of Satguru. In Hindi, it is called Guruvar. Satguruvar, we call it Satguruvar. Teacher and Satguru. For you, every day is a day of Satguru. Actually, for us, every day is a day of Satguru. But it's only to celebrate. We create one day so that at least one day everyone come and receive and feel that connection, feel that relation of a Satguru and also receive bhog. Although here in the center, every day, whatever is cooked, it is offered to Baba, it is offered to the Satguru, then we eat. So, Baba's children at home also doing that whenever you cook something, first you will offer to Baba, right? You do that. First offer to Baba and then you eat. So Baba says Shiva is incorporeal. The images of Shiva and Shankar are distinct from one another. This Baba's children now understand. Otherwise, people have combined Shiva and Shankar together. The Satguru teaches you every day, and you should have the faith that he is also your father. Satguru is teaching you, means that time he's a teacher. He's the Satguru. When he's teaching, he's the Satguru, but you should also remember that he's my father. Like if your own father is a teacher, your own mother is a teacher in the school, then you will remember, this is my teacher, but you will not forget this is my mother also. He cannot be called omnipresent. How can he be omnipresent? Is God everywhere? Or only one? It is in your intellects. That purifier, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is teaching you Rajyoga. He is the ocean of knowledge. You should have this faith in your intellects. Should have. Now maybe this faith also is number wise. That's why Baba has to remind us. It is only the one Father whom you can remember in any form. Your intellects go up above to the incorporeal one. He is not a subtle or corporeal being. Souls now need the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, but they don't know him. You sing that he's the ocean of knowledge. The ocean of knowledge means the one who grants salvation by giving you knowledge. Lakshmi and Narayan do not have this knowledge. Knowledge is that which is received from the ocean of knowledge. And this is why the scriptures also don't have any knowledge. Baba says scriptures also don't have any knowledge because they're not giving knowledge. They are just, because everyone is interpreting in their own way. Only the ocean of knowledge is called the seed of the human world. So basically only ocean of knowledge can give knowledge. Simple. Any human being is not ocean of knowledge. Even if they are great souls, but they are not supreme soul. They are not Paramatma. They could be Mahanatma. And ocean of knowledge is the seed of the tree. The Father is the creator. He is the unlimited Father. Whereas all the others are limited fathers. Everyone now remembers the unlimited Father, who is the Father of all fathers, the husband of all husbands, and Guru of all gurus. सब पिताओं का पिता, पतियों का पति, गुरुओं का guru. Everyone remembers him and makes spiritual endeavor to attain him. Sadhana. Spiritual endeavor is sadhana. So everyone is doing that sadhana to attain him. In their own way, everyone is trying in their own different ways. Nowadays, they place a Shiva Lingam in front of the images of Ram and Shankar. He is the incorporeal highest on high. He liberates everyone. All souls are now impure. Right now, what is the stage of all souls in the Iron Age? Everyone is impure. When it was kingdom of original eternal deities 5,000 years ago, means Adi Sanatan Devi Devta. So when it was a kingdom of those deities, there was just one kingdom, the land of happiness. That is called land of happiness, Sukhdham. And now is Dukhdham, the land of sorrow. And that is Shanti Dham, the land of peace, the soul world. So Baba is remembering there was a time when it was Sukhdham. There was everything, purity, peace, and happiness. That time in the golden age, there was everything. That is called Swarg, heaven, paradise. Heaven cannot be called the subtle region or the incorporeal world. Means Baba is trying to explain us that Heaven is not somewhere up there. It was here, but now it is not. So we are creating it again. So Baba says it's not there in the subtle region or in corporeal world. In contrast to heaven, there is hell. You have to keep this in your intellects. Only remember the one limited Father. You receive your inheritance of heaven from him. The Satguru teaches you Raja Yoga and takes you to the pure world. There is so much praise of just the one. Lakshmi and Narayan cannot be praised in this way. Right? What is Baba's praise and what is Lakshmi Narayan's praise is different. No? It cannot be same. So Baba says there is just the one incorporeal Father. Souls too are incorporeal when they are separate from bodies. The Father says you play your parts by adopting bodies. Souls come into this world, they adopt this body and play the part. You also know for how many births you play your parts. How many births? There is the costume of this Brahma and also costume in the subtle region. Now this is the Murli of, you can say, when Brahma Baba, because Brahma Baba became Avyakt in 1969. 18th January 1969, he left this physical body. He became Avyakt. But before that, it's like a few years before that, 2-3 years maybe. Through the trans messenger, he received the message of Shiv Baba. Gulzar Dadi is the one who saw Brahma Baba's perfect image in trance. She was sitting and she went into trance and she saw the vision of another Brahma there, up there. And that Brahma is very beautiful, very, very nice. And she came back, she was scared to tell anyone. But then she told Mama, she was hesitating to speak that because Brahma is here, how can she see Brahma up there? So when she told one or two other sisters, they were all very young. So when she told others, people like make fun. You know, they feel maybe you saw something else. How can be Baba there? So then Mama came to know and Mama told Baba. So Baba said, you call that child. So they called Gulzar Dadi and asked her, what did you see? She said that I saw exactly like you, that image up there. But the only difference was that he was very, very bright. Body was also the light body. Same features like you, but he looked like an angel. Very beautiful. So somehow, then Baba had the feeling to know who is that one and what Baba wants to show. So Baba sent Gulzar Dadi again. That next time when you go into trance and you see him, you ask him who is he. So when next time she went and she asked that Baba, that who are you? And she brought the message back. And she told Brahma Baba here, who is here present in the physical world, that Baba, I asked him and he said that I am the perfect image of that Brahma who is down there. I am his perfect image. I am his final image. I am his angelic form. When that Brahma, after making efforts, when he becomes pure, then he will become this. So I am his final stage. So, but there is a difference you can see, right? So then after that, Brahma Baba started making a lot of intense effort, because now he got to see that final stage, that now I have to reach that stage that I become like him. And it is once more 18th January 1969 when Brahma Baba became Avyakt. Before that, just few days or just a couple of weeks before that, again Baba asked Tuzar Dadi to go into trance and bring the message that now how much is the difference between me and him. So Tuzar Dadi came back and she says, Baba, now there is no difference. There is no difference between you, Brahma Baba, who is here, and that Baba who is there. Now there is no difference I can see. So actually that was the almost the final stage. It is just before leaving this physical world when Baba saw this. So why I explained, because Baba has given reference of this, and maybe some of you don't know this thing. So I explained to you. Baba said there is the costume of this Brahma. This Brahma means who is in this world, and the costume in the subtle region. So that is the costume in the subtle region, which everyone can see in the form of divine visions. And even now, after Brahma Baba left this physical body, even now, Baba's children sometimes have the visions or even the experiences. When we sit in meditation, we also experience the subtle region. And in subtle region, we meet the subtle Brahma. So Baba says he has a body. It would be said that he also has a soul. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar also have subtle bodies. I am called the incorporeal. It has been explained to you, children, that you should tell everyone. You have two fathers and your father also has two fathers. Everyone remembers that unlimited father. There are many physical fathers, but only one unlimited father. If you forget the father, then remember the teacher. Right now, when we are sitting in the class, we are listening to Murli. That time Baba is in the form of teacher. So that time I can remember in the form of teacher. So means in different forms you can remember Baba. If you forget the father, remember the teacher. And if you forget the teacher, then remember the Satguru. Means in any way you have to remember the one. Whichever way you feel easier. And also according to different times. The father explains that Bharat is now impure. At first it was pure. So where did all the souls reside at that time? When it was pure, golden age, there are very few souls here on this planet. Where are other souls at that time? They are in Paramdham, soul world, in the land of liberation, in the land beyond sound. Land beyond sound, in Hindi we say Nirvan Dham. Nirvan means beyond sound. When people become old, they seek refuge with their guru or enable them to go to the land of Nirvana, beyond sound. Many people, they go to some pilgrimage places and they feel that in the final stage of our life, before leaving this world, let us do something like this so that we can liberate. We get the liberation, we go in Nirvana. So Baba is referring to that. Now, however, they, means the gurus, cannot enable them to go there because Guru himself is sitting here. How can he take you there? Just think about it. He himself is here in this world. So the only one who is there can take us there. The tree has to grow. The main part is Bharats. In the tree, main part is Bharat. In that too, those who belong to the original eternal deity religion, Adi, Sanatan, Devi, Devta, Dharma, they take 84 births. So we souls who come in the beginning, only they will take 84 births. Those who come later, they will not have complete 84. Souls remained separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time. So that has to be taken into account. They say there is a phrase called Atma Paramatma Alag Rahe Bahukal. Means soul and Supreme Soul, they stay away from each other for a long time. And now this is the time of meeting again. So actually it's for those souls who came in the beginning of the cycle, because they came from their home. And after that, they are all the time here in the cycle. So they are the ones who are separated for such a long time. Those who come later, they are not separated for a long time. So who will be meeting first? Who separated first? They will meet first when Baba comes here. A long time means those who come to play their parts in the world at the beginning of the cycle. They are the ones who truly take 84 births. It can only be said to be a cycle of 84 births, not a cycle of 8.4 million births. 84 lakh nahi hai. So it's not 8.4 million births. The cycle of 84 births has been explained to you, children. You didn't know it previously. That's why Baba is explaining. If we know something already, then Baba doesn't need to tell that. If you ask this one means Brahma Baba. This one's soul also knows. Brahma Baba also knows. The secret of two souls has also been explained to you. A second soul can enter one being. There can also be interference by an impure soul. Therefore, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul can also come. Right? People talk about some evil soul entered this one. That soul entered this person, this body. We hear so many things like that. So Baba says any ordinary soul, evil soul, weak soul, they can enter. And God cannot enter, Supreme Soul cannot enter. Then why question that one? Supreme is supreme whenever he wants. He says, if I, the incorporeal, didn't come here, how could I teach you, Raju? How will he teach? Because he has to become a teacher. I alone am called the ocean of knowledge. Human beings would not establish heaven. Human beings would not establish heaven. What did human beings do? God established heaven. Baba has given us heaven. In the previous cycle also, in the beginning of the cycle, we came. And what did we do? Human beings made it into hell. So the ones who are making hell, they cannot create heaven. So he himself, the creator of heaven, has to come. There is the kingdom of paradise. There isn't just one. Shri Krishna is the number one Sato Pradhan prince. Only those who are Sato Pradhan are said to be great souls. Sato Pradhan means the one who is pure, you can call them great souls. Don't casually call anyone as a great soul. Without purity cannot be greatness. When someone is single or he or she is called a Kumar or Kumari. Right? Understand, right? So when you are single, you are a Kumar. A girl who is single is called a Kumari. A Kumari is given a lot of respect. So in the old traditional culture, even now in the culture it is there, the Kumaris they are worshipped on the occasions because they are pure. When she becomes engaged, then even though she remains pure, she is still part of a couple and her title of Kumari changes. Then she is not a Kumari anymore, then they become couple. Then they become a mother and a father. After that, they become mother and father. They will be called mother and father when they have children. After their marriage, it would be said that they are a mother and father. And so it is understood that they would also have children. They wouldn't then be called a Kumar and Kumari. Cannot call Kumar and Kumari. You children know that the land of Shri Krishna is now being established. There is just the one deity religion there. Each religion has its own scripture. Why Baba is telling the concept of Kumar and Kumari? And Baba is saying that they have lot of respect. Why? It is about purity, basically. And when we come to Baba, even if some of you were there in the family life before, but this is a new birth. In this new birth, we become Baba's children. So we become Brahma Kumar and Brahma Kumari. All of us. So Baba says, they say this is the religious scripture of so and so. They will say when they read scriptures. Because each religion has its own scriptures. We belong to such and such a religion, such and such a sect. Souls have to come and play their own parts. Ask anyone. When Guru Nanak will come, ask them when Guru Nanak will come again. And they will reply that he has merged into the light. Jyoti Jyot Samagaya. They say like that. So does that mean he is not going to come again? Anyone who has gone, already left, will they come again? We know that after 5,000 years, again, it will be repeated. Now, Guru Nanak came 500 years ago. When will he come again? 4,500 years later. When the 5,000 complete. How would the world cycle repeat? After the Guru Nanak soul comes, the souls of Sikh religion continue to follow him down. Look, how many of them are there now? This will repeat. Tell us when he will come again. They won't be able to tell you. You would say that this is a cycle of 5,000 years. It is 500 years since Guru Nanak existed, 500 years ago. He will then come and establish the Sikh religion again after 4,500 years in the next cycle. We are establishing the original eternal deity religion. Others will then come and establish their religions number-wise. What are we doing now? We are establishing original eternal deity religion. Now tell me one thing, when we are in the golden age, when we are in Satya, that time, do we say that this is my religion, original eternal deity religion? That time, do we use this word? No. Actually, there is no need because everyone belong to that divine culture. It's a culture. It's not religion basically because from Hindi, when they translate to English, they call it religion. 这个不是宗教，这个是文化，不是宗教。So it's not a religion. When Baba is saying dharma means originality of the soul. Dharma means which is my culture, my way of life. Dharma means way of life. It's not about religion. So, but in English, when they translate dharma, they translate as a religion. So actually, it is a deity culture which Baba is establishing. Some children say, not all of this sits in our intellects. Some Baba children say, cannot remember everything what Baba is saying. Baba says, okay, a little of this knowledge sits in your intellect, does it not? The God of the devotees is the one Father, Bhakton ka Bhagwan. It is said, sinful soul, charitable soul, Papatma, Punya Atma. No one else can be called Supreme Soul. It isn't that the soul will go and become the Supreme Soul. They give the example of a bubble merging into an ocean. Some would say that the soul went to Nirvana, the land beyond, as they have said about Buddha. They say that Par Nirvana. Or they also say that they just merge into that light. But Baba says, it doesn't happen like that. How can a soul merge into the Supreme Soul? Every soul has its own identity. Some then say that the soul merged into the light. So who is right? Who is right? It is right to say that the soul went to the land beyond. to nirvana. Souls are incorporeal and they reside in the incorporeal world in the subtle religion, subtle region. They have movie. Movie means it's like only actions. You have seen the old time movies, they didn't have any sound, only have movements. So that is actually called movie because it's only movement. But even now we use the word movie. But Baba says now it is talkie. So when Baba talks about these three words, in Paramdham, in the soul world, is silence. Then subtle region, movie, means no sound, only actions. And here we come in this physical world, this is talkie, because we all are talking here, speaking. So now Baba says, in the subtle region, they have movie. That is like the language of that place which you are able to understand when you go there. They understand it there and then bring directions back here. Like when trans messenger who goes and gets Baba's message, they go there. It's not that Baba is speaking there. It's only a language of signs. So that is why a very pure and clear intellect is required who can receive clear message from Baba and then translate into words, language of this world, so that everyone can understand what Baba said. So Baba says, they bring the directions back. These are wonderful things. There are the three, movie, talkie, and silence. At first, they had movie, silent films, but there was not that much enjoyment in them. And so they invented talkie films. In the subtle region, there are just Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. It is explained that the highest on high is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who resides in the world of silence. We souls also reside there. The purifier is only one Satguru. He alone is the bestower of salvation to all. Even though they might call themselves as gurus. There are many gurus nowadays, To many people you will say master, guru. But actually true guru is only one. The guru of all the gurus. Father of all the fathers. Father of all the souls. So even though, Baba says, even though they might call themselves gurus, rishis, or great souls, they are still devotees, but they are also remembering that one. Right? They don't know the one who makes them pure. It is said that God removes everyone from the graveyard and takes them back. In Islam, in Muslim religion, they say that when somebody dies, they take them to the graveyard, they bury them, they don't cremate, they bury them. And they have the belief that at the time of Qiyamah, at the end time, God will come and take them out of the graveyard. So this is the belief they have. So actually there is a meaning behind everything. It's not that God is coming to take bodies. Body, once you bury into the land, what happens to the body? If you see, even after a few months, slowly, it is degraded and then it is merged into the earth, right? So body will not remain. It's basically about, meaning is that when God comes, he takes the souls from the graveyards of this body. Right now, because we are in body conscious. So this body has become like a graveyard for the soul. You can see that this is the same great Mahabharat war. You are studying Raj Yoga for the golden age. The gates to the golden age will open after destruction. The Father has explained. At this time, you are studying Raj Yoga with the Father. You are claiming your kingdom with the power of yoga. This is non-violence. No one knows what non-violence is. In whole world, so much violence right now. Baba says, what is non-violence? People don't know. The sword of lust must not be used. Double non-violence means no anger, no lust. That too is violence. Non-violence is the supreme religion of the deity. So what is our culture and religion? Non-violence. We cannot think of, even in the thoughts, we cannot have involved in any kind of violence. It is because of the vices that you have received sorrow from their beginning through the middle to the end. There it is the viceless world, and due to that there is no sorrow from the beginning through the middle to the end. Because vices, any kind of vices, will bring sorrow from the beginning. Means when I even think of creating any kind of violence, I'm already creating sorrow. And of course, middle and end, the end result also, consequence of that also is sorrow. But in golden age, it is viceless. No vices, no impurities. So there is no sorrow. That is the land of immortality, whereas this is the land of death. So that is Amarlok, the land of immortality. And this is Mrityulok. Right now, Mrityulok, because we are here, we die. In golden age, do we die? We don't die. Why? We will not die. We have the bodies, but we are not body conscious. We don't use the word die there. We say the soul left body and takes another body. It's like changing the costume. It's not death. So we don't have the feeling that we will die or we might die. No. So that is why that is land of immortality. And this is the land of death. They sit and relate stories in the land of death in order to go to the land of immortality. That is why Amarnath Katha, the story of immortality, there is a scripture about that. But they don't understand the meaning. The father says, I am Trikaldarshi. Trikaldarshi means the knower of three aspects of time, past, present, and future. I also make you Trikaldarshi and Trinetri. You should try to note down these words. Later read the Murli again and note down these words and write the meanings of these. Trikaldarshi and Trinetri, that is, I make you into those who know the three worlds and three aspects of time. This is God's praise. I make you children the same as myself and take you back with me. You children of the ocean of knowledge also become master oceans of knowledge. Because Baba is teaching us, making us same like him. I am the living being and the knowledgeful. Yes, we can understand how a tree emerges from its seed and how the fruit then emerges. This is the tree of human world. Baba says, I know the beginning, middle, and end of this inverted tree and the world cycle. This is the inverted tree because the seed is there in Paramdham in the soul world. So this is inverted tree. So what is the difference between the human beings and the deities? Baba is explaining that. Even in the subtle region, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, Baba says, even they cannot be called as deities. You cannot call them. Baba says, golden aged human beings, they have divine virtues, whereas iron aged human beings have devilish traits. So what's the difference? They are also human beings in the golden age, and in iron age also we are human beings. What is the difference? They are human beings with divine virtues, and here in Kali Yuga, in iron age, they are human beings with devilish traits. It is human beings who become those with divine virtues and those with devilish traits. So the father sits here and says, why do you forget your father? Father himself sitting in front of us and saying, why do you forget me? Why do you forget your father? Repeatedly remember me. Your 84 births are now coming to an end. So now it is the time to go back and then time to come to the new world. Baba says, I have now come to teach you Raja Yoga. Baba has come for what? To teach you Raja Yoga. In spite of that, you repeatedly forget me. Now Baba has a sweet complaint. Why do you forget me? Renounce body consciousness. Because forgetting, the reason of forgetting is we again go back to body conscious. We have to become soul conscious. If I remember I am a soul, definitely I will remember the father of soul. Right? So Baba says, renounce body consciousness and consider yourselves to be bodiless. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. And we reply to Baba, Ruhani bachon ki, Ruhani Bap Dada ko
Ruhani Baba Dago.
yaad
Morning.
pyar,
Good morning.
Good morning.
और नमस्ते.
Namaste.
Namaste. Shukriya Baba. Shukriya.
Shukriya Baba,
Baba.
Shukriya.
Shukriya. Shukriya Baba.
Blessing. Sorry, essence for dharana. First is become Trikaldarshi, Trinetri, and Trilokinath. The same as the father. Trikaldarshi means the knower of three aspects of time, the knower of past, present, future. Trinetri means with three eyes, because we've got the third eye now, third eye of wisdom. So two eyes we already had, now we got the third one, so we become Trinetri. And then Trilokinath means the knower of three worlds. Now we know the three worlds. Same as the Father. Make yourself a master of the Father's ways. Second, become doubly non-violent. Don't become influenced by any vice and thereby commit violence. Become a helper of the Father and serve to make everyone pure. Blessing. May you be a Brahmin who becomes an angel and so a deity by transforming yourself with intense remembrance. May you be a Brahmin. Now we are Brahmins, right? But we have to become which Brahmin? Who becomes an angel and so a deity by transforming yourself with intense remembrance. Because Baba has given us the target that from the Brahmin, first you become the angels, then you will become deities of the golden age. So all of us have the target of becoming angel. Today Baba is giving that lesson. Brahman so farishta so devta. Brahman so farishta so devta. When anything is put into a fire, its name, form, and quality, everything changes, right? As soon as you put something in the fire, the name changes, form changes. Like you put water on the fire, it becomes steam. Name also changes. It's not water anymore, it's steam. The form also changes from liquid to gas. Right? Anything like that. When you cook something, you put it on fire, the name changes. Right? Suppose it was milk And it was milk and some other ingredients, you name it in different ways. When you put together on fire, then what will happen? The name changes. You will call it porridge. Name changes. It's not milk anymore. It becomes porridge now. Right? And same way, there is a wood. You burn it, put it into the fire, you burn it. After that, it becomes like a coal. It's not wood anymore, or it's just ashes of the wood. It's not wood anymore. So when you put something in fire, Baba says, the name, form, and quality all changes. In the same way, when you are put into the fire of yoga, right? You put the soul into fire of yoga, which is the fire of remembrance of Father. You are transformed. Soul also transforms. From human beings, you become Brahmins. From Brahmins, you become angels. And then from angels, you become deities. Humans, then Brahmins, then angels, then deities. Repeat. Just as when cement is put into a mold and then into a furnace, a brick is made. You know? In the same way, this transformation also takes place. So Baba is putting us into the furnace, the bhatti. This is why remembrance is called intense fire. So, but remembrance has to be very focused, concentrated, not thinking of anything else. Then that remembrance, that yoga will bring transformation. Slogan: a powerful soul is someone who is able to have a cool and serene form or an intense fairy form whenever he wants. A powerful soul is someone who is able to have a cool and serene form or an intense fiery form whenever he wants. Means power means I'm able to change my awareness whenever I want. That is called power. Whenever I want, I can be silent. Whenever I want, I speak. It's not that I didn't want to speak, but I just speak because of someone, because of something. If I want, I speak. If I don't want, I'm silent. I should have control. That is called powerful soul. If you have control over yourself. Okay, Om Shanti. So this is today's Murli. Happy Satguruvar. Those who will go to the center, they will get the bhog today, Guruvar. And also at your home also, you can offer to Baba. You can cook something sweet for prasad, for bhog, and offer to Baba. And we will have one session for that also, how to offer bhog. Okay, Om Shanti. Let us sit in Baba's remembrance now.